and welcome to Turkey. I'm going to try to find my flight now. And I look like a hot mess, but that's to be expected when you have been traveling from Seattle to Istanbul. Not too bad. It's really beautiful here, and I'm really looking forward to just transferring through, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. I need to find F9B, and I'm back to Warsaw. I'm super excited to be here in the infamous Istanbul airport. It's so pretty, and for sure I'm gonna have to come back and do my own trip and get a visa to get into the city and see all the sights. So here we go. Say that this is seriously one of the most beautiful airports I have ever been to, and I was not expecting this. Usually when I see travel vloggers, they're going to the lounge, which is like amazing, the Turkish Airlines lounge, excuse me. But just to like walk around here and see what they have for international travelers, it's amazing. I'm definitely coming back for sure. I recommend. First of all, I need to say I loved my flight on Turkish Airlines. I don't know how it happened, but apparently they got me on standby, even though I paid for my ticket. And then when I looked at the ticket that they gave me, it was in Premier Economy. I don't even know how that happened. And I had such a good flight, and the food was so good. Service was excellent. And it was really cool to be with so many like international people. Interrupting this lovely, crazy travel video to give you a heads up of actually what happened so that the next segment of the video will make sense. Okay. So when I arrived in Istanbul, it appeared everything was okay. I was told in SEATAC that there would be no problems, that I would not miss my flight, that it would be on the same concourse, and everything would be okay. And all of those things that were told to me were not true. It's okay. It was presumption, I'm presuming. And I actually landed in Concourse A, and my Warsaw flight was in F. My flight from Seattle to Istanbul was 1 hour late. 1 hour. So I knew that there was possibly going to be some sort of catastrophe, potentially, to my Warsaw flight. But I just had to kind of figure things out in reality. And I even asked the stewardess when I was on the flight, and they reassured me everything will be okay. But the reality was, after I huffed it from A to F and I found my Warsaw flight, it was long gone. So the reason why I didn't do much filming in between this time was because I had no internet. Trying to get internet at the Istanbul airport is very difficult. They allot you like 1 hour, and then they would like you to obviously pay for more internet. So unless you have some fancy internet situation that you bring with yourself, just FYI, heads up, when you go to the Istanbul airport, be aware of their internet situation. I couldn't contact my friends in Poland to let them know not to pick me up at the airport. I couldn't let my parents know that I was safe. And I had to figure out where to find a Turkish Airlines help desk so that I could remedy the situation. When I spoke with Turkish Airlines help desk, they were extremely understanding and very attentive to my situation. They offered me two options. I could, number one, fly to Vienna at 8 p.m. that night and sleep in the Vienna airport for 9 hours and wait for my flight. I really want to go to Vienna. Don't get me wrong. I really want to go to Austria really bad. The hills are alive with sound of music, but staying in the airport for that long in a chair is not music to my ears. The second option they gave me was I could be shuttled to a hotel in Istanbul, but I would have to buy a visa, which was like 30 euro in cash. Please remember this. You can buy a visa if you're an American. They have a little kiosk set up, and right next to the kiosk is a money exchange place. The place I went to, they wanted American dollars. They wanted 30 American dollars for my little sticker in my passport. And then just down the way, on the left-hand side was customs to get into Istanbul and into Turkey. And then the right-hand side were some help desks. So once again, I went to a help desk. I met with the most kindest possible Turkish man. He even offered me a little like thing of water, which I really needed because I had been like running around. It was super warm and just trying to figure out what to do. And I told them I wanted the option to go ahead and spend the night and catch the earliest flight from Munich to Warsaw via Istanbul in the morning. And so they arranged everything and also gave me everything I needed to go get my voucher to stay at a hotel. And even like a piece of paper that just totally explained everything to me and how to find everything. Though when I arrived at the hotel help desk for Turkish Airlines, there were about 100 plus people also with very similar situations. So basically, I just stood in line. I gave them my information and they called my name, put me on a bus, and that's where we're going to go to next. Okay, so I'm not on a plane. I'm on a bus right now because when I arrived at SEATAC, our flight was an hour late, and the guy at the desk said it would be no problem. I would be able to get into my Warsaw flight. But then when I got here, my flight was already gone. So for the past 2 hours, I've been running around trying to put these things in order and get myself into a hotel, which meant getting a visa, standing in line, and I'm gonna go sleep for a few hours and then I have to get up super early. So I'll meet you at the hotel. Okay, so they put us in a Days Inn, as you saw, and I really like Days Inn. And the guys at the front desk were super nice and professional, seemingly, you know, because they have to deal with all of us millions of people coming in from Turkish Airlines. And the guy was super nice, and I told him how much I really love Turkey and Turkish food, and he said I could come and have some Turkish tea, that they will prepare it for me after I have my dinner. And they also provided a voucher, and I'm gonna go down and grab myself whatever is left of their dinner downstairs really quick, take a very quick shower, and guess what? Wake up call. I have to be out the door by 3 a.m. It took us about 45 minutes to get here from the airport. So I will be weighing the pros and the cons. Should I have gone and spent the night in the airport in Vienna and then grabbed whatever they had available to get to Warsaw? or do I spend the night at this really nice hotel in a country I've been really wanting to visit for a long time? And yes, the circumstances were not cool, but I've had peace the whole time and I'm basically being very well taken care of. So I will weigh those things out later, but in the meantime, let's go and check out the dinner options here in Istanbul at the hotel and see how it goes. Come with me, here we go. As promised, after I ate, I went upstairs to the lobby and met up with my new concierge friend who hooked me up with this delicious Turkish tea, and that is one little check off my Istanbul bucket list. Well, I somehow made it through Istanbul airport, made it to the hotel safely, got some Turkish tea. It's like the reason you come to Turkey is to drink their Turkish coffee and Turkish tea. Their food culture here is outstanding. I've said this before in my Malta video. Sorry, Malta. We come to you for beaches and paradise, but your food scene. But you come to Turkey for the food and the history and, I don't know, a relaxing time. I certainly need a relaxing time after what I went through. So anyways, I'm gonna drink this and head to bed. I have to be up early, as you know, and then finally going back to Warsaw. So here we go. Good morning from Istanbul. I had a wonderful time in my hotel, sleeping and getting some rest, which is really necessary, and a shower. And now I'm going to search around for my gate to Munich. I'm flying to Munich, Germany, and then to Warsaw. So lots of prayers, and here we go. Quick update on what's going on here, that my flight was not on the board, and every time I would go to check it, it would say like, come back in a half an hour or so and see if it's on the board, and it has not been on the board. I straight up went down to Turkish Care Point and they were super sweet and nice, and they're like, you are at D6, but be careful because your flight may be moved to another gate. And keep looking at the board. So here we go. I made it to my gate D6 and I'm really excited to finally get on the plane, head back to Germany, and then on to Warsaw. I have a lot of exciting things going on today. And I was hoping to already be home with Moxie the cat, but she will have a little surprise coming this afternoon. It's just the way it just goes, you know? You just can't get really angry and upset when this kind of stuff happens, especially when it's like totally not your fault and you did everything you possibly could do to be a good traveler and to do things in advance and all that. You just have to just go with the flow. You know what I got out of this? I got to be in Turkey, which I've been wanting to go for a long time. I got to stay in a lovely hotel. I was well provided for. I was protected. Everything's in English. This is the most beautifulest airport I've been in a long time. You know, the Warsaw airport's really nice. This is super luxe, super pretty. And if anything, I got like a little like teaser of how to travel when you come to Turkey. The only sad thing was that the internet was not so much fun to use here because it was just not available. They give you an hour and that's it. And then you're done. I've seen some amazing people here from like all over the world. I saw some guys from Kazakhstan and I don't know, from Iran and probably like from, you know, all over the Middle East. So it's been like, oh, and Africa. I saw some people from Africa, like from different African nations. So it's been super lovely being here. I love people. I love international stuff and cultures and stuff. And also I want to say that the Turkish people that I've met so far, they are super hospitable. So I want to say thank you very much to Turkish Airlines. Sometimes stuff happens, but your guys' ability to kind of deal with it and turn lemons into lemonade was very incredible. And either way, I'm getting home safely, and that's the big point. And finally this vlog will be over and we'll just take a quick pause and get ready for the next adventure. I'm about ready to get on to my flight and I'll see you in Germany. Okay, good news. I have finally gotten on like the ramp to get to my flight, and there was a delay with my flight, but I was able to work with Turkish Airlines and they're getting me home on time-ish, well before 7 p.m. So this is only positive, only good. So lovely flying over the mountains. It reminded me when I was flying over the Cascade Mountain Range. And now I'm going to find Warsaw. All right, I'm on the bus now to head to my plane. Got my ticket to ride. And next stop is Warsaw and Moxie. And ending this vlog and the most craziest travel time I have ever had in my life. Well, what an adventure that it's been, and how many countries and places that I get to go along the way. So anyways, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button for more adventures in Poland and in other countries that we can go to together. So, buziaki, do widzenia.